Alright boys, today we're going to be talking about how to make stubs in MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty. So I know that a bunch of you guys are probably like, I want just some extra stubs so I can build my final God squad and make one last big push to World Series. So what I say to you guys is basically this is a guide is going to help you get as much stubs in little time as possible. Literally you can probably make 150,000 stubs an hour doing this method once you perfect it like me. Anytime I need stubs, this is the one go-to that I do, and I just get it over with and I just grind it. You can make so many stubs fast. You're going to be doing 3 things at once. You're going to be kind of just grinding this. And as someone who has a God squad, has amazing cards, and has a tons of stubs in the bank to make banger videos, my big advice is everything in this video. This is what I do to make stubs. This is how I do all of this. No money spent without spending a cent this year. So this is going to be my final guide. Hopefully this helps you guys out. Before we get into this, if you guys hit the like and sub button, I'd really appreciate it. And let's get right into the frickin' video. Alright, so whenever we're making stubs, I like to break it into about 5 or 6 different things that you guys can do. The first thing that I'm going to say is do your inning. Now, the inning is starting to get worse and worse as it goes on. The reason I say this is because the cards are becoming cheaper, so the sooner you can get to some of the fast guys and the tall guys, you're going to get more players, and you're going to get more stubs. Though also, if a bunch of you guys don't have the greatest teams, then you can use these cards. Obviously, probably not until about the 5th or 6th inning. About the 6th inning or 5th inning is whenever you can actually start using these cards. Larry Walker, David Ortiz, Mariano Rivera, these guys are all still very viable, and so they're definitely good cards, good cards to do. If you're wanting stubs, I would definitely do this as fast as possible because these just get worse and worse by the day. One thing that you can do to help that is you got to do your dailies every single day. Just exchange shortstop, stuff like that, whatever this is. If you're like me and you've been playing this game for a lot, you got a lot of extra cards right now, so this is just something that's pretty easy to do. You can kind of just go through it and you can get these cards done as fast as possible. It's going to get you tons of stubs, and it'll honestly just help you get through everything. The goal of this inning program is to get, there's a lot of little penny pinchers that you can do, like the 11 series collection, the voucher, and doing some of the showdowns and stuff like that. It'll literally just make it go so much faster. So if you wanted to get it faster, make sure you're doing the missions, make sure you're doing the conquest, and make sure you're doing the collections. So alright, other than that, one of the things that you guys can do is you can do flipping cards on the market. Flipping cards on the market is amazing at the end game of MLB The Show. So this is the very end of MLB The Show, and this is what's going to make you stubs right now. So 2020 postseason, I have been saying this all year since they came out. 2020 postseason cards move like that. They are so easy to flip. They're the easiest cards to flip in my opinion. This Darno right now, he moves a lot. He moves an absolute lot. And he's going for 12,000, and you can sell him for 24. This is about an 8 or 9,000 gain. So what you do is you put in a buy order. So you put in a buy order, you go for 12,223 in this instance. And then what you do once you get him is you sell him for 24,189. And just look at this giant gap. So you're going to be making about 7,000 to 8,000 stubs off this alone, which is just, it's crazy. 8,000 stubs, this will probably go in 30 minutes. If you just sit here for an hour or 2 hours, you are going to make so many stubs. It's just insane. So all the guys out there who need stubs, they want to get God squads, they want to make one final World Series push, they want to complete their God squad, I recommend flipping cards. Flipping cards, it goes so fast this year, and at this point in the game, it is honestly the best thing you can do. Now, the other thing you can do while you flip cards, because they take like 20 minutes, 30 minutes to flip, and whenever you're doing that, I mean, this is just mindless stuff. Do some of these tops now. No, you'd be surprised how much some of these tops now. You get 3 players that take about 20 minutes, and if you guys haven't done your 2020 postseason, do that first. But a lot of people, if you guys do that, so I'm not going to recommend it. These cards go for a lot, and they're pretty good, and the moments are really, really easy. I have a full guide on my channel about that if you need help doing these. But the postseason moments and the Tops Now moments are great moments to do. If you look at some of these Tops Now cards, which are honestly, you can flip these too sometimes. They don't move as fast, so I don't like them as much. But the Tops Now cards, they go really high. they go for 32K, they go for 25K. So each time you do this, you're going to be getting about 75K. And on top of that, you're going to be making about 8,000 a flip doing Darno by just absolutely flipping Darno and some of those 2020 postseason cards. I'm telling you guys, it is a great thing to do, an absolute great thing to do. The next thing that you guys need to be doing is you guys need to be taking advantage of events. Now, I know that a lot of people hate this event, some of these other events going on, and honestly, some of them, they're bad, but as far as this event goes, it's not necessarily the greatest either. But if you get these cards, this is just free stubs. Now, I'm not saying this event's pretty bad, honestly. I'm not going to lie. This event's pretty bad, but some of these events can get you a lot of stubs. If you do actually get this Michael Kopech, you can sell him for over 300,000 stubs. And to take free stubs from SDS is just something you got to do. Whenever they give you free stuff, you got to take advantage of it. Events is one of those things. I have not grinded this event. I probably won't end up grinding this event. But if I needed stubs, I would definitely be going crazy on this. Some of the other events are really important, and you can even get some of these rewind packs. I don't think that this one has it. Yeah, it doesn't have it, but if you can get to the rewind pack on some of these events, it's just absolutely insane. And I don't know how many more events SDS is going to drop this year. I'm going to be honest. We'll have to see. But for the most part, I'm feeling like this is just something that you guys got to take advantage of. You got to do. The last thing that I'm going to kind of go over is to get stubs in MLB The Show 20. A lot of people hate it, but Showdowns. Showdowns are so important with all of the team affinity stuff going on. I highly recommend doing some of the showdown. Do the 11th inning. I haven't even done the 11th inning. It'll get you 100 points towards your inning program. It's something you just got to do. The run it back program is something that you can also do. Each time you do that, if you get Josh Hader, you can actually get 80K, which is huge, and that's pretty good. But these cards are absolutely amazing. The last thing that you can do going through this is you go to your team affinities, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be seeing if you are close to certain cards. Now, if you are close to certain cards like LeMahieu, this is the example I like to use. If you're close to LeMahieu, if you see right now, I am pretty close to LeMahieu. I'm about 50 off. He's selling for about 98K, and I'm about 5 away. So if I did the exchanges, which it's about 8,000 per 10, so that'd be 8, 16, 24, 32,000. I'd be making a 60,000 profit on this card just by doing the exchanges. So you invest it, then you sell the card, and you get the card after that. So what you do to exchange, you just roll all the way down here to exchange, and you get rid of some of these cards for 10 points. And you just keep on doing that, and you keep on doing it, and before you know it, you got stubs and MLB The Show 20 Diamond Dynasty. Now, I hope this guide helps you out. This is probably going to be the last one that I do. Now, I know a lot of you guys really need this stuff, and you really want extra stubs to build your final God Squad. So I wanted to make this the last kind of stubs video. If you like this video, if you could hit that like button, that sub button, I'd really appreciate it. There's going to be a stream tonight at 7 p.m. So we'll be there. We'll be playing ranked seasons. We'll be hanging out on YouTube. I'll see you later, and it might be out.